There are months that teach you strategy. There are gonna be months that teach you business. But this month, it taught me how to let go. Because the beautiful thing of let go is the honest kind. The kind that we finally have to admit we are already too tired. And we don't want to carry everything alone by ourselves. For a long time, I could say like 15 years, I always thought forgiveness means it's okay. But now I totally understand it differently. If you're telling me like 3 years ago, can you learn how to forgive? I was just like, that's not my business. But now I will know that I'm suffering a lot if I don't learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is never gonna mean that you allow them to do something bad for you. It's not about that you saying the past is fair. It's about you deciding you will not keep carrying on those things into your future. Because the past is only happened once, but in your mind, you are torturing yourself. Keep it repeating again and again and again. Just like myself, why my business is closing? Why that person say it to me? Why I didn't make a decision earlier? And every time I reply it, I am the only one who's suffering. So maybe the real question we have to ask ourselves is not why it's happened to me. It should be that why we are still repeating the same story that happened 10 years ago. Hi everyone, it's Kim Vũ again. Welcome to the series Zero to Soul, a deeper series of Kim Vũ journey. This is not the series where I teach you any business tactics. This is where I share the inner journey behind the founder, the part people don't always see, and the soul work behind every single founder who build a business, who build a team, and who are here to build a new life. Because sometimes the biggest transformation is not coming from the company you build. It's the person you become while building it. It is the journey to coming home to yourself. I don't have all of the answer for you. I'm here to learning also. But I know that if you feel this journey is also your journey, let's take a deep breath and let's walk from the soul together. The first person I had to forgive is gonna be myself. At the beginning, I don't even know what is it. Why I have to forgive myself? I didn't do anything wrong. Reflect on yourself and asking yourself, what are the sentence that you keep blaming yourself which already happened 5 years, 10 years ago? What is the thing you keep replaying in your head? And you're always telling yourself, I should know it better. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my own story. I keep asking myself that why I didn't close the restaurant earlier? Why I let me to lose $200,000? Why I keep working on that business for 14 to 16 hours a day? Because you don't forgive yourself because of a decision you made in the past. That's one maybe the decision who make you lose money. You know why? Because the business failed, but you think that you failed. So Kim today gotta think differently. That's why I have to learn to forgive myself in the past. Kim today know about the system, about the pricing, cash flow, team, AI, and everything about that boundary. So Kim today know that the business cannot depend on somebody. But Kim back then, 5 years ago, she didn't know everything. She didn't even know how to start a business. She a new immigration coming to Canada with a law degree. She had no network, no friend, no credit. She was not stupid, but she is learning. Everyone had to start from somewhere. And most of them, just like me, I'm starting from zero. I'm trying to survive. So that's why, instead of looking back and blaming myself, I could be the one who say thank you to myself in the past. Thank you to Kim 3 years ago because you made the brave decision moving to Canada. That's the thing you should say to yourself instead of keep blaming yourself. This part totally changed the way I approach into something bad that happened to me in the past. Sometimes the event is over. Like YenKitchen is closed 2020, 3-4 years ago. The money is already lost. The conversation is already dead. But in my mind, I keep reopening it. So every time we reopening it, we pay the same interest again and again and again, the same regret, the same pressure. Not because of life forcing us to suffering again, but because we keep repeating the same story in our mind. I don't say this thing with judgment of Kim in the past anymore. I'm trying to, and I am now learning to talking with myself, Kim younger version, in compassion. Because I understand why we're doing it. A part of us, we believe, if I keep thinking about it, I can fix it. But if blaming myself is enough, maybe I can prevent it from happening again. So if I reply it and telling myself enough, maybe I finally understand. But remember, keep blaming yourself is never gonna change your past. It just makes you more tired. And now, you bring it into the future. Because now if you make any single mistake, you hire the wrong person, you make a bad decision, you make a bad conversation, now you're gonna blame yourself that don't ever make the same mistake as Kim younger version again and again. So at some point, we have to ask ourselves, it is a reflection of am I choosing the same suffering again? Regret can teach you, but regret can never mean to be your home. Now we're mentioning about forgiving others. This is the second kind of forgiveness. This one is also difficult because you're gonna feel like, no, I'll never ever forgive them. They do it for me. But now think about that. Are you punishing yourself if you keep telling yourself that you're gonna be hate that person for the rest of your life? You can say, you did something wrong to me. That hurt me. That's not okay. But if you don't choose to forgive them, it means that you will carry it into your future. For me, forgiveness is never mean weakness. Forgive somebody else, it never means that you're gonna allow it to happen again. It is for yourself, for you to getting back to your peace, being peaceful again, being calm again, so you can drop it down and moving forward to the future. And from there, you can make a better decisions. Third part, this is gonna be the weird part if you are hearing me saying it. Forgive God, forgive life, forgive the universe. Why I'm saying that? Have you ever asking God, universe, that why it happened to me? Let me tell you something, after 5 years of keep asking the universe and God, I now know that it's happened for me. It's not happened to me. Because those things happen, the bad thing happen, what they did for me is they build my muscle. The reason I become Kim today is because of all of the things that's already happened to me. And it might become stronger, smarter, more wisdom. So that thing, it intentionally happened for me. So can I become a better version day by day? It somehow now become the protection. That thing is become my redirection. If I don't close the restaurant, how can I staying here sharing with you guys the entire journey? I may be able to still in the kitchen. Every chapter they closed, it's gonna be the new chapter they opened. And its own way, I promise you, is the own way, the better chapter. You lose the money because maybe God telling you that your capacity is to earn bigger money. You have to feel alone, maybe because of that's gonna be the time you go inside of yourself and then you decide to create a new concept that's gonna have more people. Just like me, when I'm closing YenKitchen, I know that when I build Chemical Park, I will be able to helping more people. Steve Jobs once said, you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots by looking backward. Some chapter of your life can only make sense years later because the pain was easy. but because the pain is not waste. This month, it taught me that forgiveness is never gonna be weakness. Forgiveness is courage. Courage to stop arguing with your past. The courage to stop using your own wounds as a proof that life is against you. The courage to release the identity that built from pain. Peaceful does not come from changing what happened. Peaceful coming from changing relationship between you and what was happened. Because that's gonna be the different story you build for yourself. If me keep blaming my past that why I have to closing a restaurant, why I'm losing myself $200,000, why I'm so stupid, I'm gonna carry that for me until I die. But if I'm changing my story, I'm telling myself, oh, that thing is in my tuition. It's teaching me that I shouldn't start a business if I don't have the foundations. I shouldn't start a business that depend on me. Now it's a new story. Now it become my foundation. I can accept that I'm be able to learn it slowly, but I will not carry that mistake to the new future, to the new business I build. Choose to forgive yourself, choose to forgive things happen to you will allow you to drop all of the baggage and open for you the new door. That new door gonna be full of opportunities. Forgiveness never been about forgetting. Forgiveness is about remember. You don't need to carry on the pain to you in the future. Forgiveness is saying that I learned, I remember, and now I let it go. It's never gonna be you suffering yourself again and again and you telling your story again and again. This is what I learned. To stop replaying the pain, to stop putting and blaming the old game on a trial and trial again, and to finally say to her, thank you for everything you've done for me. You did the best you could. I understand it now. You can rest. I will carry the wisdom from here. And if you feel like all of the things I'm sharing with you is your journey too, know this. You don't have to figure it out everything by yourself. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do for yourself is stop punishing yourself and begin to coming home to peace. Thank you for working this chapter with me. And I'll see you in the next chapter of Zero to Soul. Until then, keep coming home. Bye for now.